That's it. That's right. We back at it, man. Reec Show Live broadcast from Media Campus West out here. Shout out to my brother Potty Ali on the game. Everybody tapped in Charlotte. CMVA 107.5 was happening. Shout out to everybody that's up in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Miami, and now Orlando too. The Blaze. We see you. All right, man. Let's get this thing all the way going. We got a very, very special guest in the building. This man got hands of steel. He's rocking out with us today, man. He got a big fight coming up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the Savage himself. James Hagler Jr. is in the building. What's up, my guy?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Man, no much, man. You making that pro debut in a major way. Got 2 early wins under your belt. You got another fight coming up here in May. Man, let's talk about you, though, coming up, though. You know, you're in a boxing family. You know, there's no secret. We hear the name Hagler. We know it's a boxing family. You know, your granddad, a Hall of Fame boxer, champion, a lot of wins under that belt. What was that like coming up and watching Pop do his thing in the ring?
It was when I learned about him, he was already retired because I was like 3 when I really learned about boxing. Like I knew who he was, and it was just cool for real. Cause my dad did it too, and my uncle, his brother, he did it too. Uncle Robbie. Matter of fact, Uncle Robbie beat Roberto Duran.
Yep.
It was real cool. All we did really was boxing was like the main thing. We always watched all the fights. Like I'm saying, all the Floyd, Tyson fights, all the big fights. I don't watch so many old school fighter fights, all that.
So it's kind of better in your brain. But you grew up playing football though.
Yeah, I started playing football after that. Yeah.
Okay. So what was that like? Was that something that they said, you know, we saw a skill set early and they put you in football, or?
It was really because they didn't want nobody to box. Like my granddad, they really didn't want us to like participate in that sport. Because I guess what happened to him with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
But no, so that's why like, football came into play when we started watching it on TV. We're like, we're gonna let y'all try to play football. Okay. And I ended up being good at it.
Real good. Put you in college and all of that.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up, man. So what position you play in? Let's talk about the football a little bit.
When I was in high school, I played like linebacker and DN. Then when I got to college, I stopped playing linebacker. Then I started playing strong safety as well.
So you just couldn't get away from hitting folks, huh?
That's you can't
box.
Like
You're not gonna box. I'm gonna hit people on the football field.
Yeah, that's why I play football, because I like the contact. I didn't want to play basketball because there was no contact. Baseball wasn't no contact. And I was like, that's the only thing that could resemble boxing was football, and I don't like to wrestle.
Yeah.
So that's why it made sense to me.
It made sense to me too, listening. So that's what's up. So man, safety. You definitely can kind of take that free reign to put a couple licks on folks.
Oh yeah, catching people head on and stuff like that. That's what I like to do.
That's what's up, man. Also, man, it seemed like you've been doing a lot of giving back with that too. You went back and teaching kids football and youth volunteering and coaching and stuff.
Oh yeah, I did that with my business partner. Actually, we on Swamp Life Promotion together. He started like a youth foundation when he was like did a free 7-on-7 camp for like a whole month. Yeah. And we participated. All the kids came out. It was no free of charge, none of that. Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing. Let me hit the hype bell for that. Doing big things in the community, and now you turning on this. The love for boxing is back. You kind of took a shift right before the pandemic hit. You took your first fight. Was that your first pro fight, 2019?
Yes, it was. That's when I turned. Yeah, that was my debut.
Debut fight. You win your debut fight out in Ohio. Yeah. Right. And you come back, you get ready to put on. I'm gonna fight all year long. Then the pandemic hit.
Oh yeah, the pandemic canceled at least 5 fights for me.
Sheesh, and that's a lot for a boxer because it's like you really pro is different than amateurs in the science of it. So what did you do to train during that time? Were you watching a lot of film, or what was going on?
Just watching a lot of film and like keeping like shadow boxing because they had closed the gym down too. So ain't there too much we can really do. We just run. Yeah. And like shadow box and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's one thing I really respect about boxers with running is I hate running.
I hate it too.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah. But you do it, and that's how you become great at what you do, doing something that you don't like.
You have to do it, yeah. It's something you can't go around. Like you have to do your road work.
Have to do your road work. Not me. I don't box professionally, so I don't have to do road work.
Even amateurs, everybody has to do road work.
Yeah, I know. So that's what's up, man. We with James Savage Hagler Jr. We're talking about his debuting into the pros, and you fighting in super middleweight. You know, was that? I know that's kind of like, is that like your natural weight class, or did you have to come up or come down a little bit?
When I fought amateurs, I fought 175, but the transition when I first started boxing, like back in like 2015, I was almost like 240.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight to come off of.
Yeah, I lost that like in 6 months. I did a vegan diet, but I was just real strict, and I didn't do that plant-based stuff. I ate like vegetables.
Yeah. Okay. So all like raw and cooked or steamed vegetables.
And cooked vegetables. I ate mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. I ate corn.
Yeah.
But that's all I ate. Like my meal plan was boring, but it was for
a reason. So within 6 months, you dropped down. That's almost 60 pounds.
Yeah, I got down to 176.
Wow, that's crazy. We hit the bell for that. That's a lot of discipline, but it's something something you wanted to do and pursue because you were able to, take that weight off, take that down.
Yeah, my granddad always like his main lesson was sacrifice, and he always preached that like you want something, you got to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
But then he said when you sacrifice, you get a good reward.
Yeah. And that was reward that 60, 70 pounds off. That's a huge reward.
Anytime I like really just buckle down and like sacrifice things for something, I always get what I want.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely a quotable right there, man. Talk to me about that when you say you sacrifice, you lose the weight. Did it change your boxing approach? Because it seems like either sometimes when people drop a lot of weight, they may lose power or they may have to switch up the way they fight.
If you don't like hydrate right or like you dehydrate or something, but like I don't know, sometimes you just got it, they're gonna still feel your power. Yeah. I don't think you might gas out. Yeah. That's like the negative doing that.
Yeah. So it seemed like over that time you was doing like almost 5 to 10 pounds a month, and that was basically off you training and switching up your diet.
Oh no, after I lost that, my weight stayed like
stayed right where it was at.
Because I kept continuing doing how I was doing.
Got you. So now are you still on a vegan diet, or is you mix it up a little bit?
I kind of mix it up or something, but I'm really trying to get back to like just full vegan though. It'd be kind of hard you trying to stop eating meat.
Right, and then somebody walk in some nice smelling food, some chicken or something.
I would say, yeah, you out with your girl and she ordering meat.
Right, and you looking at your salad and she got a whole lobster tail in front of
her. Big steak and lamb chops, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I feel your struggle, man. I feel your pain, bro. So talk to me about training camp right now, because you're getting ready into a fight. I know 2022, the outlook is looking real good. I know you're trying to take a fight at least once a quarter moving forward, right?
I'm trying to take a fight every month.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. A fight a month?
I mean,
that's a lot, bro.
About like, okay, if not every month, every other month. Probably like 2 back-to-back. Yeah. Then wait the next other month.
Got you. How would that affect your training though? Because I know training you're gonna do what you do, but also training for different fighters, you gotta approach them differently, and that's why sometimes fighters take some time, in between fights so they can get their science right. So how are you gonna approach that? It seems like you're not gonna have no breaks.
I mean, I don't really want no breaks, but at the same time, you're supposed to like prepare for different styles anyway. So when you get in the fight, because you don't know what he's bringing. Right. What you don't study, you probably don't got better at.
Yeah.
So that's why they say be prepared and just make sure you go against every style. Have a mix up of sparring partners. Right. So as long as you continue to spar and like you don't get like your fights don't be no hard fights. Yeah. So you get hit like 2 or 3 times throughout the whole fight. You can fight next month. You get hit more than that in sparring.
Yeah, that's true.
Matter of fact, you get your most injuries in sparring, not in the fight. Yeah. People be hurt before they get in the fight.
That's true. I know we just talking off air about my boy Maybach, and he hurt his hand before his last fight, or the fight before. He broke his hand in while he was sparring, and not even in the fight. You know what I mean?
Every fighter don't had an injury in sparring. They don't have to fight with it. I don't had the same stuff happen to me. Still fight.
Still come out on top.
That's why you gotta make sure you get. That's why as long as you condition and like you been like putting that good work in, you can really fight through that, and it can always heal too. Though.
Yeah, Roy Jones was talking about that too on that All the Smoke podcast. He was like he did the same thing.
That's why my granddad was so focused on like being in shape and being like muscular. Make sure he did his strength and conditioning. Yeah. So he can perform like if he does have an injury like that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. We talking a little bit about the approach of boxing and everything like that. Do you see yourself taking on any of the approach that your granddad had? I hear the sacrifice. I hear the making sure your body right and all of that. It seems like I know he didn't want y'all to box, but it's cool to carry on that legacy.
I mean, yeah, he didn't want us to box, but at the same time, he enjoyed it. Yeah. Like he was just being selfish. He just had a personal issue.
Yeah.
So like, if his career would have went another way, I don't think it would have been like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And then before the pandemic, I mean, right during the pandemic, you took a couple losses. Like we lost Coach.
Coach Floyd.
Yeah, Coach Floyd. I got to meet him a couple times. Real good dude, man.
If people don't know, Coach Floyd is an Atlanta legend.
Yeah, definitely, man. So shout out my homegirl Shell had introduced us to him, and he's a real good dude. And then you got you lost your granddad. You know what I'm saying?
A couple of months right after that.
Right after that. So I know that's a lot to deal with. All that loss to deal with, and then you still trying to chase your career at the same time. But the people that kind of put that in you to be a great fighter and push forward, they not in your corner anymore per se.
Oh yeah, they just really prepared me. But my coach, I kind of knew, but my granddad was out the blue though. Coach Floyd, he was sick at my pro debut, but he lied about coming up there.
Yeah,
like, he wanted to see that bad. Like, we had worked so hard in camp, so he was like, man, I'm coming. Even if it killed me.
But he showed up. That's on that stick with you. He
still was in the corner. He was still working with me.
Yeah. That'll stay with you for life, for a lifetime, man. So that's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. So let's talk about these goals. Like, what is your goals? Trying to do this pro thing, and obviously to keep racking these wins up. You talking about fighting once a month. You know what I mean?
I think I'll be able to do it. Now I'm trying to I want to become a world champion.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. It seems like because of social media, the politics don't work as well in boxing because of social media.
Man, you gotta be a celebrity now.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's just the honest truth with it, man. Cause you see so many good fighters like Brian Norman. He the best boxer in Georgia. And like he's like 20-0. Like you'd think should be fighting like on that stage with them.
Yeah.
He's just as good as them.
Yeah. But it's like
you got other popular people
that can get a fight.
They ain't got his skills, but they decent.
Right.
They got a following. Like that junk is really crazy. My granddad really would hate that.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine that, man, because that kind of messes up the sport. And you saw boxing took a dip for a while from popularity because it wasn't great fights. Yeah, so they kind of itching for it. So, man, let's get into these fast 5 questions right here, man. So you ready for that, bro? We're gonna give you 5. Actually, let's give you 4 rounds because these fights lately been 4 rounds. We're gonna give you 4 rounds of fast 4, man. Tell me about this, man. One thing you wish everybody knew about your granddad, the Hall of Famer, the legend.
How just a loving person was. Like he wasn't a monster. Man, that man was a big teddy bear.
Family man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, family man. Love his family, right. For real.
That's what's up. And that's the answer we looking for, man.
People think he was just like, he wasn't like that. Like he was a real caring person. Like you wouldn't expect that if you meet, like you didn't know him.
Yeah,
you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he just so humble.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's dope, man. A lot of those great fighters like that, like off camera, outside of the ring, they a different person. You know what I'm saying?
Whole different person.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. All right, so if you could set up your own fight. And you got 4 other fights to go on. You picking your undercards, right? Give me 4 fighters you want to see on that ticket with you.
I definitely want to see Duran's son on there. I want to see Ali on there.
Okay.
I want to see Evan on there too, on my card.
That'll be hard.
Like on the same card?
Yeah, on the same card. That'll be real hard.
That'll be.
So you got Nico Ali. You got Evan,
Roberto Duran Jr.,
and yourself. Yeah. I'm going to see that fight. Get my ticket today. That's sold out. I'm going.
Hey, that fight will sell out.
I'm going. Do you look at it more like a positive thing, or sometimes it's a thing that's like it might not be as positive having the name, that you have, and then it's associated with a Hall of Fame boxer?
I mean, to me, I look at it as a positive thing because it's kind of like where you come from, especially when you got people like your uncle, your great uncle did it, your dad did it.
Yeah,
it's like a chain reaction to me. Like,
yeah, I love it. I mean, shoot, I love that I got the same name as my dad, and people know him for great things. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope
that's
to
why
me.
I say it's the positive thing. Yeah, I don't look at it. No,
I love it too. I mean, if my last name was Kraft, I'm gonna be making cheese. I'm telling you that. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I really, really like it, and I love that you in the promotion side too. You already on the business side of it, so you see it that being more in control on the business side, how far that could take you too.
Yeah, I think a lot of fighters should learn that, but they always tell a fighter, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Don't just focus on boxing."
Mm-hmm.
Tell them you can't do it. I look at it like, okay, so you telling me, so why do college athletes do it?
Right.
Because you're a student.
Right.
So why not do your homework after you get done training?
That's true.
Why not have some other motion? Why not promote your own stuff?
Yeah.
So you don't got to worry about no popularity.
That's true. That's real true.
A lot of folks just don't want to take it to their own hands, and they just let people tell them like how to control them.
Yeah, and they're not able to secure the bag as well. You know what I mean? If they not part of that process, or at least understand it.
Yeah, and then especially if nobody told you. See, my granddad used to tell me stuff like that.
And that's another bits of wisdom you got, not just from the physical side, but the mental side. He telling you, all right, watch this, do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely told me a lot for real, from an early age, just about life in general.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to have that legend. You know what I mean? It's good to have that in the family, telling you things that you know you could trust. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Next one. What's your favorite cheat meal? Because we just talked about, you know what I'm saying, that off training, off the menu training meal. What you eating? What you getting to?
Man, really, I ain't even picky, but mine, it's probably gonna be a burger.
Okay.
I'm talking about a big stupid burger.
One of them big. I gotta push it down.
Yes, sauce on it.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Now you got me hungry. Let me get this last question so we can go eat, man. One piece of advice you would give yourself at 18 years old. If you can go back and tell yourself anything, what would it be?
The advice would be to just be smarter with your money and your decisions. Because at 18, it's a lot of stuff you can like avoid.
Yeah,
it's a lot of things you could have did that probably would have changed.
Got you. That makes a lot of sense, man. We all like to go back and tell ourselves something different at 18, man. We appreciate you pulling up on us, bro.
I appreciate you having me, man.
So, man, got that fight coming up. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. Give me your IG and all that.
You can follow me at James Hagler Jr. That's Instagram and Facebook, and also you can follow me on YouTube too. I have a podcast I do, it's called Hidden Passion. It's basically telling me about why my passion was hidden for boxing.
Yeah. So make sure you guys check that out. Check out the podcast and check out the magazine. That Retro magazine got a 4-page spread on that thing, man. Tell them all about it. They got a few other legendary boxes.
Yeah, my boy Retro.
Definitely, man. Some upcoming boxes too in that thing. And the front cover, they got Nico Ali on there, man. So got Ali's grandson too, man. So it's a great look. So make sure that y'all check that out. Before we get up out of here, give you guys Reec's Peace of Mind of Pops Knows Best. Today is kind of in respect to the boxing world. Study the science and then put in the work, and then both of those things will get you to your goal and to your finish line, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's get to this mix right here. We got DJ Reec on the ones and twos. Don't move. This is Reec Radio.